The next comedian just quit, Jimmy Fallon. Please give it up for Anthony Jeselnik.
Thank you, Comedy Death Ray. Thank you, Los Angeles. It's good to be back here. Just for a couple days, thank God. Back here nonetheless. Tell you guys some new jokes. So whip out your minds. They're about to get blown. My girlfriend makes me want to be a better person so I can get a better girlfriend. This past Christmas, I kept telling my girlfriend for like months in advance. Months. Just kept telling her, baby, all I want from you this year is an Xbox. That's it. Beginning and end of list, Xbox. You know what she got me? A homemade frame with a picture of us from our first date. Which was fine. Because I got her an Xbox? Excuse me, I'm parched from opening so strongly. My girlfriend keeps asking me to choke her while we're having sex. You guys done that? You have. She's like begging me. Do you like it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. She keeps asking for it. I keep saying, baby, maybe I'm old-fashioned. But what's wrong with while we're having dinner? I think safe sex is important. I think condoms are important. A lot of people don't realize that when they're having sex with their girlfriends, they're also having sex with everyone I've had sex with too. I had to break up with my last girlfriend because she lied to me and told me that she'd been molested by her neighbor. But I know her neighbor. He's a really cool guy. Not like her creepy ass other neighbor. What's your name? Steven? You should all be clapping as loud as Steven was. That was a fucking incredible joke. God damn. I can tell that shit again. And you still wouldn't see it coming. It was a fucking callback. When I was in college, I brought my girlfriend home to meet my parents. It went well. She was black. My mom pulls me aside at one point and says, Anthony, maybe you should think about dating someone more like you. And I'd never stood up to my mom before. But I was like, Mom, it's a phase. Are you okay with that joke? I know you're not. I know you're not even black. But that's how open-minded I am. And I would even ask you. But you're cool with it, right? It was hilarious. Yeah. I don't get embarrassed a lot. But this past week, like I've only been in LA for the week, but I went to the beach. I'm standing to see this gorgeous girl. Gorgeous, perfect looking in a bikini, and she's waving at me. Now, I've never seen this girl before. I know there's no reason she should be waving at me, but I start to think, hey, maybe she recognizes me from all the fucking TV I've been on. So I go to wave back, and it was like slow motion in a movie. Right as my hand gets to here, where I'm now committed to the wave, I realize, oh, she's drowning. My little brother is in high school now, and we're close. So don't still take advantage of that. Like last week he calls me up, he goes, Anthony, I just cut school for no reason. Now I need you to write me a sick note and then forge Dad's signature. And I did it, but I'm horrible with stuff like that. Teacher took one look at the note and said, Mikey, you expect me to believe this? You don't have AIDS. If you guys like that AIDS joke, good news. Because you're gonna fucking love this next AIDS joke. I just got an email from an ex-girlfriend of mine telling me that she has AIDS, and I didn't know how to comfort her, so I just wrote back, I know. I'm staying at a friend of mine's place while I'm out here. It's not a bad, it's a pretty nice apartment. But his upstairs neighbor, last night had the loudest sex I've ever heard in my life. Like, I'm no prude, but it sounded like she was getting fucked by a megaphone. The next morning, I go knock on her door. She goes, oh my God, you could hear that? Why didn't you help me? Everybody get that? Like upstairs neighbor got raped. I didn't like school, but I had a perfect attendance record. Like I went every day. My little brother never goes. Never. He always plays sick. Like pathologically has to play sick for school. You know, there's a name for people like that. Autistic. Is fucking Jenny McCarthy here or something? My brother-in-law is a state trooper in the police department. He told me the only way he would let someone out of a DUI is if they gave him a blowjob. He said, hey, scumbag, you're married to my sister. Just give me the DUI. Yeah. If you thought whether you should clap or not, you should have been clapping. With that joke too. I don't know a lot about computers. Like I know how to use a computer. But if anything goes wrong with it, I'm screwed, and I hate having to take it in to get fixed because they treat you like a jerk. Took my laptop in the other day. Guy behind the counter goes, I'm not gonna find any kiddie porn on here, am I? I said, no, you condescending nerd. That's why I need it fixed. I'm getting pretty worried because my girlfriend's already late in the period. She's already 14. Like it should have come by now, right? Yeah, you would think so. My dad's new girlfriend could be my sister. I don't know. I haven't talked to them in a while. delighted and also in disbelief that people laughed at that. I think it's hilarious. Ridiculous. When I was a little kid, I thought the greatest job in the world would be veterinarian. Greatest job in the world. And then I got older and found out that being a vet is a lot more work than just putting down cats all day. And that's when I decided I wanted to be a pediatrician. Doesn't even make sense. I just read the biography of the guy who invented Super Mario Brothers. Do you know when he was a kid, people used to laugh at him when he would kill turtles with a hammer. Sometimes, like when I'm feeling really bad about myself, like you look like you feel bad about yourself a lot. Here's what you do, and you guys can all do this. Whenever you're feeling bad about yourself, just go to Walmart at like 2 in the morning, look at all the customers there, and then kill one of them. It feels like God. When I was a little kid, I used to love to torture babysitters. It's like my favorite thing to do. Just torture them. Like if one of them ever fell asleep, I would sneak up to him, dip one hand in warm water, one hand in cold water, and then piss all over him. But now it's like coming back to haunt me. Sometimes I have to babysit. My sister's got a 2-year-old son. Kid's nuts, out of his mind. Had to babysit the other day, had to baby-proof my apartment, and thank God I did too. Because that little bastard ran around my place all night long, and he never got inside. You guys have been a really good crowd. I mean, obviously, I've had better. But I've also had a lot worse too. I think the worst crowd I ever had was a place called Great Barrington, Massachusetts. It's like a really small town a couple hours north of New York City. It's like a nice place, but they only have like one bar there. That's where everyone goes every night. I'm there doing a show, and everything is going great until I tell this joke. I say, guys, favorite writer of all time? William Shakespeare. Love Shakespeare. Still read Shakespeare today, and people will argue with me that it's impractical to read so much Shakespeare. But let me learn you something. If it wasn't for Romeo and Juliet, I would have totally overreacted when my fiancée killed herself. Now clearly, that's not a joke for everybody. Pretty much just people who read. But wherever I go, at least one person will laugh really hard at it. But not in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. In Great Barrington, it was like a dead, angry silence. Until I hear a guy yell out, Great Barrington, Massachusetts is the suicide capital of the country. We hate that stuff here. Tough situation. But I'm a professional. I know I have 3 options. Option number 1, apologize. Say, you guys, I'm really sorry. I didn't know that about your town. But if I did, never would have told that joke. Not my style. Option number 2, point out the obvious. You should all move. But instead I went with option number 3. I said, you know what? Fuck Great Barrington, Massachusetts. The only good thing I can say about this town is the suicide rate isn't as high as it should be. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Anthony Jeselnik, ladies and gentlemen.